Christian Novels Audiobooks, the story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo, the Cross Penny series, Kisses of Mercy, episode number 106. During cookie time, Beth repeated the safety warnings regarding rings, watches, and dangly things around any of the machines. Those with rings and other jewelry obediently removed them. After cookie time, Beth opened her tool chest and grabbed a 5/16 hex wrench and loosened 2 hex screws. "That should do it," she said as she pulled the keyboard to the weigh and label machine down into place. Then she swung the roller arm out and snapped it into place. Willie handed her the first roll of labels, which she put on the roller arm and snapped it into place. Beth reached down, grabbed the cord, and plugged it into the outlet. She typed in dried wasabi leaves and stems and adjusted for the weight of the plastic container and moisture packets per the directions in the manual. Earlier, she had adjusted the conveyor's belt fencing to allow only 1 package of dried spice at a time into the machine. Now she plugged the 2 conveyor belts cords into the outlet and powered them on. "Everybody ready?" Beth asked as everyone gathered around the label machine. "Jean, here, punch this green on switch." Jean happily complied. "Carrie, load that first container of wasabi leaves and stems onto the conveyor belt." Everyone watched as the first container fed into the weigh and label machine. It stopped momentarily and they heard a click. It then exited the other side onto the other conveyor belt. Beth hit the red stop button, reached and nabbed the container perfectly weighed and labeled. They all shouted and hugged each other. Mark hugged both his mom and Gwen. Willie hugged Mark and then Beth. Jean hugged everybody, including Barb. Sophie even hugged Carrie, much to Carrie's surprise. After Beth took the lonely container off the outboard conveyor belt, she handed it to Jean. "Jean Vozzolo, the first one belongs to you." Jean took the container, hugged both Beth and Carrie again, and cried. Mark and Willie went back to playing Move That Pallet. Soon Carrie and Jean were loading the inbound conveyor belt. Beth pushed the green button and the machine quickly spit out weighed and labeled dried wasabi containers, stopping only for a short click for each individual container. Barb helped her daughter, Jackie, pack them into the folded boxes and stack them ready for shipping on Monday. "I didn't know this machine could weigh and label so quickly," Beth commented. "And look, it has a counter. We will know exactly how many containers we run and the total shipping weight of everything." They all worked hard to keep up with the weigh and label machine. Barb started laughing. "What are you laughing at, Barb?" Jean asked. "Remember the old I Love Lucy show where Lucy and Ethel tried to keep up at the candy factory?" "This reminds me of that," Barb answered. "Well, no wasabi down your bosom," Jean laughed. Jean, Carrie, Beth, and Barb all laughed while the younger girls just looked at them and shook their heads. No one stopped working until one of the kitchen crew came over and got them for supper. Beth put on her watch, replaced her tools, and locked up her tool chest. The other gals put on their rings, watches, and necklaces as well. Gwen and Mark held hands walking across the road. Sophie, Trish, and Jackie walked over arm in arm. Willie walked very close to Beth. Jean and Barb walked together as they talked. By the time they made it to the mess hall, most of the football team and the other men were seated. There were a few stragglers coming out of the restroom. Brightly colored happy birthday balloons were tied to each table, and the distinct smell of freshly cooked pizza made the mess hall more like a pizzeria than a mess hall. The tables were set with plastic spoons and napkins, along with grated Parmesan cheese and red pepper flakes. Jean looked at her kitchen crew and mouthed "thank you" as she nodded her head. They replied, "You're welcome." Wayne took the microphone and thumped it a couple of times to get everybody's attention. "We're having a pizza birthday tonight for some of our amigos. Parker's 19, he started. The football team all cheered, "Go, Parker!" "We have some who just turned 18. Sophie and Sammy, Trish, Colton, and Sean. And our other amigos' birthdays are coming up soon, so we're just going to include Eli and Jaden too, if that's okay with everybody." The football team cheered and hollered, "Go, Iguanas, go!" Wayne continued, "Thank you, Coach Ryan and the football team, for your weightlifting workout." Everyone who wasn't part of the football team cheered and clapped. I think all of us will sleep pretty good tonight. At Vozzolo Produce, we always give thanks to God for our meals, so bow your heads if you wish while I pray. Everyone bowed their heads as Wayne prayed a simple prayer of thanksgiving. We're going to let our birthday guys and gals go first, then everybody else, and birthday guys be gentlemen and allow the young ladies to go first. I'm told we have cake and ice cream, so save some room for dessert. That's what your spoons are for. Soon everyone was enjoying pizza, laughing, and having a good time, even Eduardo's 3 small children and Liliana. When everyone finished their pizza, Wayne took the mic again. Now we're going to sing Happy Birthday. Instead of all the names, we're just going to sing Happy Birthday, amigos. Ready? Sing. He led, and everyone joined in. The coach got up with a box and made his way to the mic. Wayne, let me have that a minute, please. Wayne handed it to him. Birthday gals and guys, we, as in the entire football team, want to give each of you a birthday present, so come on up and get your iguana t-shirt. The front of the orange t-shirts had the head of an iguana. Go Iguanas, go, in large print. On the back was an iguana tail with the word adios in small print. You're the very first to wear these. They just came in. We'll be selling them tomorrow at the game and the next week when school starts back on Wednesday until homecoming. We hope you'll wear them to tomorrow's game. Wayne, we also have 50-yard line tickets for, how many do you need? Well, we'll figure that out in a little bit, but enough for your group. And thanks for the workout this afternoon. It was a very good and fun workout, and this pizza, wow. Coach Ryan handed the mic back to Wayne as the football team cheered and clapped.